I'm Parmita Dalal. I am a design lead at IDEO.org based out of San Francisco. User-centered design is not just about what users want. It's often a misconception that UCD is all about only gaining empathy and an insight into what users are looking for, what's desirable, what's going to motivate them, what's going to bring them happiness. And while all of those things are really important, a core tenet of user-centered design is that you really need to balance human desirability with business viability and technical feasibility. And it's really when those three things come together that you have a solution that can make it out in the world and will really provide something new and innovative for users. So if we were to only focus on what users want, but we don't pay attention to the viability or feasibility of the things that we're trying to create, it's going to be really hard for that to be sustainable in any way, right? If we decide, hey, users want to teleport across the world, awesome. We still need to technically be able to make that happen. We still need to, from a business perspective, make that achievable, affordable enough to have a business model around it, or ROI around what that could look like. But I guess I would say what's important to keep in mind is what the user is looking for, kind of what are they willing to engage with, what are they willing to pay for, how do you incentivize a business person to sell things in the way we want them to sell it. All of those things are at the core of what we need to understand in order to better design a system or a product or a service. So as you're thinking about, well, we want to create a business model around something, let's understand what the business owner is actually motivated by. What's going to incentivize them? How do we then design our business model to cater to those needs? So it's really about, understanding users, understanding their motivations, gleaning insight and inspiration around what they want to achieve, and then figuring out, okay, how do we make this more viable, more achievable within the other constraints of this larger ecosystem? And so it's really when you figure out all three of those things together that you come up with solutions that can actually reach users.